Okay, he quite literally will let me fart on his leg every morning, make direct eye contact, and just let one rip.
What I really meant to say, I'm sorry for the way I am. Never meant to be so cold. Oh, this thing's on. God, I always forget. Espresso Podcast, shot 413. I'm your girlfriend, Benny, who eats one donut, and now he's shaped like a barrel. Whoops. Hey, watch me on FBOY Island and FGIRL Island on HBO Max. Isn't that the show that got like canceled and then it was on Tubi and Roku or something? No, absolutely not. That never happened. Tell your homies to join the Patreon for $5 a month. That's it. $5. What do I get if I join? You get every other Espresso Podcast in a live stream every week. What do you guys even talk about on the live stream? Is it a girls live stream? Is it for the girly pops? Do you talk about like Pilates the whole time? Absolutely not. Why would we do that? Why would we do that? Do you talk about how like you look like a girl bodybuilder 5 months before competition? No, we don't do that. Do you guys talk about how purple Flintstone push pops are the best ice cream treat ever made? No, because it's not a food live stream. I thought you knew that. That's crazy you didn't know that. You can find out, though, for $5 a month. Live stream and every other pod for $5. I mean, who's not buying this? And get all your merch at benedictmerch.com. 50% off all merch with code BALD, B-A-L-D, all caps, or NICE, N-I-C-E, all caps at checkout. 50% off all merch. $5 for the Patreon. I mean, who's not? We out here being nice. Hoodies, hats, all that. Feeling Glonky merch, emotional support animal merch. These guys merch. Podcast I do with Joey Molinaro. Who's buying this merch? Benedict pump covers, the OG merch. And hey, rumor floating around the fam that the Espresso merch is coming back. I don't know. It's just out there. And we'll see. 50% off. Bald. Nice. At checkout. BenedictMerch.com. Hey, can we get to the cook? Can we get to the cook? Question of the week? This one's sexy. I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say about this. Espresso question of the week. What's the thing your ex did that you actually liked? You know? It's always, oh my God, ew. Like, I just couldn't even, like, it's so toxic and like literally, like my ex was like character development. Like, seriously, like, the way, like, but what's the thing they did that you were like, all right, yeah, damn. You know what I'm saying? They always did. You remember one thing from every ex that you're like, damn. She did do that though. Yeah, this one girl I dated, man, it was messy, but whew, the way she would make a sunny side up egg. 6, as a matter of fact. And wasn't weird to ask her about it. She was like artsy. And she like loved like not cooking, but like the presentation of cooking. And man, God, is that the hottest thing that's ever happened to me. It's all about the presentation, babe. And she would lay 6 eggs out. Almost like a pizza. Perfect. Every egg was perfect. Slice them all into triangles. Put a thin little slice of avocado on each one. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. And I'll be all in my head, like working on some. She'd set it down right in front of me. She knew too. She knew. She acted like she didn't know, but she knew. I'm about to blow this motherfucker's mind. Changed my whole entire day. I was like, dang, just the way that looks. And it like it hit even harder at nighttime. You know when you're in girlfriend mode and you're like eating at weird times because like your whole schedule's like girlfriend then this, girlfriend then that, then girlfriend then this, and hold on, I'm like I got to FaceTime my girlfriend then this, then I got to do this, and everything's all thrown off. You're like working out at 9 p.m., going to bed at 1 a.m. But then she slips that little 6-banger, little 6-egg combo with the avocado slices on top. I was like, you do love me. Yo. Man, that was nice. Frozen pizza girl. Never forget. Never forget. It always comes, I mean, why is it always food? I don't know. It comes down to the food for me. It's not a food podcast, and my life doesn't revolve around food or anything. Why'd you think it did? Why'd you think it did? The way this girl would make a frozen pizza just dropped my jaw. First of all, took a gamble on the pizza. I'm not a toppings pizza guy. I like cheese pizza. You're like boring. Cheese pizza, it's the common ground of all pizzas. I can tell how a pizza tastes by the cheese. You just give me a cheese pizza from 5 different places. I know what's going on. I know the chemistry of your pizza without the frills. I don't need all that. Just give me cheese. Plain. Let me be, baby. Just get me a basic pizza. White girl pizza. She rolled the dice. She's like, yo, we're getting this hot honey pepperoni. And I was like, whatever you say. That's the thing about having a girlfriend. Like, you do things you would never do. Big perk. Probably like 50% of it is like, damn, never thought I'd be doing this, but I'm doing this. Never thought I'd be eating a pepperoni pizza with hot honey on it at 3 p.m. on a Thursday and watching a movie I've never even thought of in my life. Never even heard of this movie, but we're doing this. And we're having a picnic on the ground. Bro, that's just the magical part of having a girlfriend. You're like, who would have thought? This is what I'm doing today? Dude, your everything changes. It's crazy. Yep. Mm-hmm. The preheat, perfect temp. Put it in, perfect amount of heat. Took it out at the best possible time. Crispy, not burnt though. How do you do it? There's literally a 25 second window to cook a pizza, and you take it out. And it's not burnt and it's not soft. I don't know. The hot honey drizzle, I didn't even know hot honey existed on the pepperoni. And the way she cut it was so like, who cares? It wasn't even symmetrical cuts in the pizza. It was just like, it looked like Pangea pizza. I was like, yo, I didn't even know you could do that. Like, I never even thought of cutting a pizza like whatever. Why would you even, why would you even think to cut a pizza like that? She set it down on the ground in front of me on a blanket. And I was like, really? And I took a bite and my mind was blown. And she just looked at me like this, like, duh. I was like, oh, I love you. All right, one more and we'll get to you. Okay, I didn't even date this girl. She's like, oh my God, let's do something while you're here. And I was like, all right. But I was like leaving my Airbnb or something and like flying back to somewhere. And I was like, I'm here for like a day, but I'm like packing and stuff. She's like, I'll just come over when you're like figuring all that out, and then we'll go like get something to eat before you leave. And I was like, all right, cool. Let's do it. She comes over. I'm in a frantic panic. Like, this is my worst nightmare, being around girls when you're like, you got another thing you're dealing with, and then a girl comes into the picture. You're, oh my God. For some reason, every time I'm hanging out with a girl, all my attention needs to be on her. I don't know why. Maybe because I can't multitask, but that's kind of how I need to be for everything. If I'm like writing, if I'm like watching something, like I got to be like 100% in. All in, man. Hey, you'll be bigger than the program. So I'm dealing with two things right now. Got girl that's like, let's do something. And that's a crazy time to deal with a girl when she's in let's do something mode. And I'm like dealing with like this flight. I gotta like change my flight. And I was like on the phone packing. And I was like, hey, like she like walks in. I'm like, hey, hold on one sec. And I'm like doing all this and like trying to talk to her, trying to talk to the customer sales representative at the same time, packing. Like, I got to get out of this Airbnb in like 2 hours. She just goes, give me the phone. I was like, what do you mean? She goes, I got this. I was like, what? Then I remembered girls are like demons on the phone with customer service. So I'm packing, getting all my stuff together, and she's like, she steps outside. Oh! The way I put all my confidence into her. I think I gave her my ID, my credit card, social security number, passport. I was like, she knew exactly what to do. Came in back in the Airbnb like 15 minutes later. Yeah, you're good. You're flying out tonight at like midnight or something. You didn't have to pay any extra money. I was like, it's all good. She's like, you'll be getting an email in like 5 minutes. I was like, I love you. I love you. I love you. In my head, I love you. I love you. I love you. Out loud. Thanks. 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 Out loud. Thanks. Voice cracks. God dang. Just remember the good parts of our relationship, okay? Let's hear yours. What's the thing your ex did that you actually liked?
So the thing that my ex did that I loved, okay, he quite literally will let me fart on his leg every morning, make direct eye contact and just let one rip. Didn't matter. That level of comfortability, unmatched. Oh my God. If I was like taking a shot, like walk in the bathroom, have a whole conversation, and walk out, just unmatched.
Can't teach that. Hey, can't teach that. Intangibles. That's the intangibles of a boyfriend right there. Some people got it, some don't. Are you born into greatness? Or did you grow up in the greatness? Yeah, I mean, I've never been with a girl that's down DTF. I've never been with a girl that's DTF. I'm telling you. And I don't know like what initiates that. I'm DTF. Down to fart? Question mark. Hit her back. Are you DTF? For sure. Down to fart. Never talk to her again. Leaves you on red. What that boo-boo do though? If you're DTF, I think every guy is the fart master. Honestly, the fart conductor. If a girl's DTF on my leg, I'm not saying no. I'm not saying no right then and there. I'm not saying, how do you say, hey, can I fart? Can I flirt on your leg? Let it rip, babe. What? Sure. Whatever. Dude, when I'm in a relationship, I'm just like, whatever makes you comfortable. Like, let's just do that. I've never even, can you imagine walking into a bathroom mid-shot? Can't teach that. Gosh. On your leg. I've never been in a DTF relationship. How do you know? You know, like I think that's up to the girl, really, or is that on the guy too? Does the guy have to do that too? Hey, you can fart around me. Do we have to say that? Guys got to do everything in this bit. Like, is that like month 2 talk? Hey, you can fart. You can fart. Is this an open fart relationship? How are we acting? Communication's key. Okay. Communicate with that boo-boo. And let her rip on my kneecap. Please? Actually, I don't know. I don't know about that. Because if she's DTF, then I'm DTF, and you don't want that. You don't want those problems. You do not want those problems. Floodgates are open. Floodgates? You mean fart gates? Okay, come on, Jesus. It's not a fart podcast.
So I really loved that when I was with my ex in a monogamous relationship.
Gotta look up monogamous.
We would text each other, good night, love you, going to bed. And then when I would go to bed, he would go on Sniffies, which is the red light district of apps, and exchange pictures with other guys back and forth, delete the profile so there was no trace, and then do it again, and then kept deleting and making new profiles so there was no trace to find him or catch him. I just thought it was just really was a forward thinking, right? It was really smart. Not smart enough, but smart. And it was just like really ingenious. Ingenious is the word. Really impressed with his aptitude.
God, gay guys are so horny, you know? I don't know. I really don't know if gay guys should try to date. I think gay guys should just be in it for banging. Gay guys should just not date, maybe until they're like 75 or something. But even then, I'm like, I think you still got the dog in you, bro. Gay guys should just be dogs. Go out there, no leash, do what you need to do. We don't care. We're not looking. We're not, just go. But if you try to lock down a gay guy, good luck, bro. You know what you're getting into. He's got the same brain as you. God dang. Yeah, that's that. I mean, you had to see it coming. You had to see that coming. Sniffies.
I had an ex that used to cook me hibachi, homemade hibachi, like chicken fried rice with the yum yum sauce. You feel me? And it's a good thing too, because that's about the only thing that I ever liked that bitch did on phone them. Fuck that bitch.
That's so crazy. There's always one thing. God, it is kind of sad that it's usually food. Man, we're just monkeys. Guys are monkeys. Kind of the only thing I remember a lot is the food. Man, sad. Real sad. Actually, girls buy you really good presents too. It's always things that you overlook, you know? Like I would never. Girls will buy you some things that you need in your life to survive, and you're like, "Oh, wow." Guys are always thinking big picture, like future, you know, long-term. But like in the moment stuff, we're never thinking about that. Things that are right in front of our face, guy won't even notice. That's why it's so hard for guys to find stuff. We're like, I can't do this right now. Where's my... And a girl finds it in 2 seconds. Where's the... How many times? I can't find... Right in front of my face. The stuff guys need right in front of their faces, girls are always hooking it up. Dated this girl. Boom. Start like, I guess we're together. I don't know. I never really know when that officially happens, but I guess we're together right now. Not right now, but like, you know, it just happened. And then my birthday just so happened to be like 2 months after. So she's like birthday girlfriend mode. And I'm like, okay, we're definitely like a thing. I'm like, what is she going to give me? She doesn't even like know me. She's like, no, I'm getting you things like you need. And I was like, what could this even be? A Brita? Hey, 100 hangers? Whoa. Not sexy gifts. But down the road, you're like, maybe the sexiest thing she could have ever done. Wait. Those things you put in between your middle console and the seats in your car so your phone doesn't slip through the crack? And at the time, I was like, thanks. God, I feel like I'm a 4-year-old kid and you're my mom. But then I was like, this is really making a difference. Like the low key things that are really making a difference in your life. You're like, I would have never. I just had 30 things piled up on a chair in the corner of my room. I never even thought about hanging them up. Now my mind is free and clear because I have sweatshirts hanging in my closet.
Okay, real talk. My ex and I used to work with the cartel. I'm not even going to lie. This is why I'm not with my ex anymore. However, we supplied a product to the cartel. And then, I mean, we had other distributors, but once, that transaction was complete, we had a lot of sex on top of around the product that we delivered. So yeah, fuck that guy. But it was a core memory.
I feel like the FBI is going to knock on my door. You ever hear something or you're around something that you shouldn't be around and you feel like you're going to get sniped through a window? Yeah, you kind of have to date those people that are going to destroy your whole entire life for a second. Just like for the bit, And you shouldn't be. Every relationship you've ever been in, you shouldn't be. Is it so true? Every time I'm like, should I do this? I'm like, nope, I shouldn't. You just got to go with your gut. And every time my gut's like, absolutely not. But I'm like, yeah, it sounds good to me. What the hell? Think with your head, not your heart. Every single one. I'm like, nope, wouldn't be a good thing to do. Next day. Pick you up at 8. For the bit. Every single thing is for the bit. Why did you? The bit. You're always like doing a bit. It's my life. It's our life. Our life is the bit.
My ex used to make the most delectable shepherd's pie. And she also used to suck it until it turned purple. So there's that. I think about it every Thanksgiving. Thanks. Bye.
Love you, man. Love that. I feel like as a kind of he only calls in a few times, you know what I mean? But he makes them count. Shepherd's pie, never had it, but god dang, it's so not. Oh, I just thought of something. Memory unlocked. Shepherd's pie is one of those things that that's some girlfriend stuff right there. Like you're not eating shepherd's pie if you're not dating a girl. You're just eating the same thing every day that guys eat. But you meet a girl, all of a sudden, oh my god, I have like this really good shepherd's pie recipe. Can I make it for you? And you're like, I guess. Now your favorite thing is shepherd pie. Now shepherd's pie lives rent free in your head every Thanksgiving. I didn't even know shepherd's pie was a Thanksgiving thing. Yeah, there is that though, Till it turns purple. You dog. I mean, it's the first thing you want to do when you see somebody that you like. Till it turns purple. Till the room smells. All right. Hey. Easy. Till the room smells like shepherd's pie. Girls are so good at making food. Okay, girl I dated. Crazy. you know you shouldn't be dating this person. You know you shouldn't be dating her if you look like absolute crap during the relationship. You ever go back to like through your camera roll, you know your camera roll or your Apple photos or whatever will like bring up memories and you're like, God, I look like crap. It was when you're in that relationship with her. Ew, skinny, beard. I was vegan. What am I doing? Like nobody tells you shouldn't be in that relationship more than your body. God, I look like crap. But it was Thanksgiving and I was, for some reason I was vegan. This girl made a whole vegan Thanksgiving. Vegan lasagna, vegan that, vegan that, vegan. It was all fire. I was like, God, for me? You must love me. You have to love me. If you made a vegan lasagna for me, I don't even know why I'm vegan and she just made it. 100% effort. 100% intensity. Execution. Unbelievable. I was so excited every day. Because, lasagna will last you like 3 or 4 days. So day 2 lasagna, I got like half a pan I'm about to just smash after work or something. Oh! Thinking about that all day. I miss her.
My ex-husband used to do all the cleaning and shopping, but he would steam clean the carpet in the entire house. We lived in a 3-level townhouse. It was motherfucking wall-to-wall carpeting, except for the bathrooms and the kitchen. And he would just do it. And like every other week, he would practically do that. I thought, thank God I don't have to do that. I hire somebody now to do my own house, but that was one thing he did.
Beautiful. And I bet you stayed with him for like a year, even after you didn't like him. Because those carpets were spotless. Spick span. Can't teach that, man. That is kind of the way to a woman's heart that I'm starting to figure that out. Starting to figure it out. The way to a woman's heart is just kind of like keeping everything really clean. You keep, dude, if she leaves and you clean the whole apartment, like I'm talking extra effort on your hands and knees, steaming the carpets, dusting stuff that you've never even thought about dusting. I'm talking about the top of the fridge. What? Like guys are like, oh my God, like she made me dinner and like, she like gave me top. But girls are like, yo, he dusted the top of the TV and lit a candle. It's kind of all they want, Kind of a low-key move right there, boys. Write that down, write that down, write that down, write that down. Stuff I should do for my girl. Steam clean the carpets when she leaves. This right here's a penny dropper. When all the dirt's going up that hose in the carpet. This right here's a penny dropper.
What did my ex do that I liked? She broke up with me.
Okay.
And not on a reality show.
Come on.
Wow, why did I say that? How is that relevant? Huh, weird. I don't know why that came to my brain. No, one thing my ex did is that she left me the fuck alone. She left me paying all the bills. No, yeah, we had a weird relationship and it wasn't good, but I mean, she left me alone during the week. And I mean, that's better than bothering the shit out of me during the week.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, leaving somebody alone is better than being a pain in the ass. like my prostate.
Hey, thumbs up. Oh, God, right. She's right in there. Hey. No buts about it. Oh, God, jeez. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Right. This guy can't be serious. So, I don't know. I don't know if I'd trust it. That's my dream. Build your dream, girl. Girl that just doesn't talk to me for a whole month. But then I'd get suspicious too. Like, that's what I want. But then I'm like, wait, what is she doing then? You know? Like, in a perfect world, I'm like, God, can I just have it? You know, you're like in the thick of a relationship and you're like, if I could just have a day to myself where I could just like get all this stuff done, no distractions. And then you get that day and you're like, well, what is she doing? You know, now you're like, hold on. What are you up to? What are you doing? What are you doing all day then? If you're not talking to me, what are you doing? I'm an idiot. But that is the ideal relationship, right? I would have to do that. Then I'd be like, are you secretly mad at me because I asked for like a day off? I asked for a bye week. Relationships should have bye weeks. Yo, hey, this week, hey, we're off. You know what I mean? Just shoulder pads and helmet week. We're not low contact. We're getting healthy for next week. You know what I'm saying? We're tagging off. We're not taking each other to the ground. This is half pads. Pro pads, babe. We're doing a lot of stretching, watching a lot of film. A bye week in a relationship. Just give me a week to get my life together. There's never been a time when my life has like actually, I feel like it's like I'm checking things off a list when I'm in a relationship. It's never happened. I'm like, like halfway do everything when I'm in a relationship. It's because you're with the wrong girl. Probably my fault. Whoops.
Hey, Benny. I don't have anything for this week, but I just wanted to hop in and say, have a great day.
My heart's singing right now. Singing! Can you even imagine? You know how much that means? Nobody does stuff like that. Especially like just a little bit of effort leaving a voice message on a podcast. Like, it seems so annoying. Took 3 seconds. And that goes out to everybody. That's just not for me. It's for the whole fam. She said, have a great day.
I wanted to hop in and say, have a great day.
It does help, you know? Almost started crying and you heard it in my voice.
Dude, my ex made 2 really good things. The first one was this coffee cheesecake, which was phenomenal. And then she also made this lasagna.
God dang it, man.
It had like a kick to it where it was a little bit different because she was Filipino. It was awesome.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I hate to just be such a guy. Hey, are you in the kitchen? But like, girls is literally the way to a man's heart, I think, is just food. It's so good. And even when a girl's like, I don't cook, I'm so like, I don't know why I just love you even more now. When a girl makes food, it just means so much. If a girl made me a peanut butter and jelly, I'd be like, oh my God. Come here. I can't even eat this. Just come here. Just means so much. Just girl makes you one peanut butter and jelly, doesn't even cut it. Coffee cheesecake? Man. Where did she learn how to make cheesecake from? When do girls find the time? Is it in your DNA to just, I could, let me just whip up this cheesecake one day? You had to learn it from your mom or something, right? Recipe books. Remember your mom used to have a recipe book? Are those still floating around anywhere? Where did those go? My mom used to have like a 3-ring 5-star binder with recipes in it. That many. Like 56, maybe 72, maybe 84 recipes in that thing. Aunt Teresa's corned beef cabbage. I'd be like, gosh. Now you just go on the internet and kind of look for one, I guess. The days when like you had a special family recipe. Then that person like dies and you pass it on. Oh my God. Like I remember my grandma like passed away. My grandma's the king of meatballs. Everybody's grandma is though, low key, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like nobody does it like that. And it's got like the lore throughout your family, your whole life. Oh my God, grandma's meatball. Oh my God, grandma's meatball. Like sometimes it would take us there. You know what I mean? Like, we'd be like, I don't know if we want to go there for like Memorial Day to my grandma's house. My dad'd be like, yeah, but those meatballs. I'd be like, oh, he's kind of right. And I didn't even know if I liked them, but I was just like going along with it. I was like, she is the queen of those meatballs. She dies. Now my aunt's like the meatball lady. Meatball mom. Meatball bitch. Now it's all about Aunt Nina's meatballs all of a sudden. And hers got a little different kick to it. And I'm like, yo, I think these might be better. It just keeps passing down. Who's next? Who's next in line? Who's taking over the crown? Meatball queen.
Okay, this is a true story. May I drop that if I'm lying to you. So, about 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I was dating this guy he was a really masculine guy, right? Really manly. Like, you talk like this, and like, hey, nice to meet you. Really like gruff and like always had like a mysterious scowl on his face, right? The muscles, I don't think he had tattoos, but he had like a chain around the neck, like very that, right? But one thing that I really liked about him was his ability to hit a high note. And so
say it.
You know, when we were doing our thing and it was time for him to finish,
okay,
he would straight up go, ah! Swear to God. It was a little shocking in the moment because it was like, whoa. Did we hit a speed bump? What the fuck? Yeah, so that was something I really, really liked about him. His ability to break glass with his voice. Ah!
That's so personal. I love this, man. Hey, that's why we do anonymous. You don't have to be anonymous, but these type of questions, anonymous hits. That's so funny. Yeah, that first time straightened you right out, huh? Didn't know what hit you that first time. That is kind of a wild card when it comes to, doing that. You never know what a guy's gonna like. What noise is he about to make? Oh my God, I'm about to. 'Cause she's so high above me. She's so lovely. Man, what a wild card. And you'll never know. You'll never hear that sound. Yo, that's just what I sound like. I'm like, type shit. That's a very interesting thing. And that really will keep you with somebody for a minute, just like stuff like that. That like personal, like bedroom type of, You're like, I don't like her anymore, but Lord have mercy, I can't get enough of that. I can't get enough of that high note. Heart just dropped in my stomach because I had a flashback, and
when I'm with somebody, all I think about is you.
when I'm all alone, that's what I want to do.
I miss the smiling faces and my sidekick. Out of town business all the time. We spend together, makes it hard to get you out of my system.
You know what you do to me. You don't even understand.
Damn. Oh, this thing's on. Gonna go a little off the cuff here for the question because my exes are my exes for a reason and don't really recall anything I loved like that I should share here. But I will say something that was pretty amazing that happened to me, and like take notes, men, because this was like, wow. I was in between relationships.
No tap. Get it out.
We'll just say I was in between relationships. And this guy we were like in the pursuing stages. So he wasn't really my boyfriend. But like, you know, we had been on many a date. And we were at a bar, and there was this guy there singing on the mic. And at one point in the night, he was asking for requests from people at the bar. So the guy I was with like went up and said something. And I was like, you requested a song? And he's like, yeah. So like 5 minutes later, the singer dude comes over and passes the mic to the guy I was with. And I was like, what are you doing?
Oh.
He's like, nothing. And then he just starts singing to me in the middle of a peak pack time.
Baller move.
Starts singing to me Elton John's Your Song, which was like, I'm not like a romantic person. I just have like issues with that. It was so romantic and like so great that by the end of him singing this to me, I felt like I was on The Bachelor. I felt like I was at the damn Bachelorette. By the end of him singing this to me, like the whole bar was mesmerized by the both of us, well, probably by him. And everyone was like coming up to him and us afterwards and being like, you guys are the cutest couple. We weren't even like fully dating. Anyway, where's he now? Married with kids. He scared me. After that, I got a little scared and haven't talked to him since.
Okay. Player move. If you really want to lock it down, boys, player move. So it's just a shame that some guys are just in I want to lock it down mode, and the girls are like, I'm not really trying to lock it down mode. Some guys are they want a wife so hard. Like they want to wife a girl. Like they'll do it in 2 weeks. I'm like, how are you so sure? That would scare me too. How are you so sure about me? Dang, like you kind of don't even care? But if you're like dating for like a year, you know, and the girl's kind of about it, maybe even 2 years, and you bust that out a year after dating for a year, and she like she knows you can kind of sing or whatever. You like talked about it before. She's never really heard you do it because you don't do it. You know, you don't do it anymore. You just used to be like a choir kid, you know, theater kid, whatever. Oh my God, you can like kind of sing, and then you pull that player move, packed restaurant. I don't think anything will like validate a relationship more than somebody random coming up to you being like, you guys are so cute. That'll get me. I think that gets like women a lot because it's like, wow, we are. Because you just need to hear it. Because it's like, are we? Happened to me. Hey, at a rave. I don't know if you can tell who I'm talking about or not, but just some random lady was like, you guys are so cute. And I was like, oh, I guess okay, type shit. I guess we are. Okay. But yeah, coming on too strong like that early in the relationship, how can guys not feel it? I'm like, dude, this isn't the time. If anything, slow play, like for as long as possible. Hey, relationships need a little foreplay too. Just keep it going smooth. You know, you don't gotta miss each other a little bit. Second date, Elton John. From the day we arrived on a planet. Can you imagine? sing Circle of Life at an Applebee's. Happy hour. No, they're slammed. They're slammed. Valentine's Day. Circle of Life. It's the wheel of fortune. It's a leap of faith. You got a sample platter in front of you? From the mozzarella stick to the potato skins. It might be even more like dope if you couldn't sing and you did that. Girls love that, dude. When you just pull up and you just like do something crazy, and it doesn't even need to be like, you don't even need to be that good, but it is kind of the thought. If you're good, it like takes it over the top and it's like a sexy, like romantic. Oh my God. But if you're not even good, forget it, man. Just do it anyway. Remember when he like sang that song to you at the restaurant? It was so funny. He was so bad, but it was like cute. And the buffalo wings, it's the wheel of fortune. With the queso dip. Let's keep going. The circle of apps. All right.
What up? So something that I liked that my ex used to do was she would pop the pimples on my back that I couldn't reach, or like find some type of pimple on me, and she would say like, I need to pop that. And I'm actually a pimple popper myself, so I actually enjoy it. Mm-hmm. But those ones that you can't reach, you always need someone to do it for you because you still kind of feel it, and you're like, just release the juices out of that motherfucker so I can be comfortable. And she just loved doing it, like finding any little blackhead or, you know, whitehead, whatever it was, she would pop it. And the funny thing is, my wife now wouldn't touch a pimple with a 10-foot pole. And I asked her before, I'd be like, hey, can you pop this pimple on my back? And she'd just be like in disgust and gross and be like, no. And then like, you know, you're trying to freaking get it, but you freaking can't reach. So yeah, I mean, I need a pimple popper still.
God, I've never met a girl that doesn't want to do that. I think that's like half the reason they're dating you is to do stuff like that. Matter of fact, I'm kind of that girl when I'm in a relationship. I swear I plucked this girl. I dated this girl in college and she was like, can you do my eyebrows? And I was like, this literally melts my heart. You know the weight of my heart, babe. Pinned her down. My face was this close to her face. Like this. On the ground. Honestly, the hottest, one of the hottest things I've ever done. Yeah, but if I have a zit on my back or something or on my shoulder, I'm like, I'm saving this for my girlfriend. Like, this isn't for me. This happened so we can become closer. This right here. Mm-hmm. The gods put this. The zit gods did this for us. I don't know if I could trust a girl that doesn't want to do that. You don't want to pop my zits? That's not even in the same realm as, like, farting, you know? I was trying to think of a different name for farting. Just could not think of one. Just got a craving for jelly. What are we doing?
My ex was a very, very sweet guy who kept his own garden, and he had actually built raised garden beds himself and grew all of his own vegetables. And then he would cook all of our food from scratch with homegrown ingredients. And he was just an absolute sweetheart, gentle soul of a guy. And still to this day, some of the best pasta I ever had. Just
it's always
class.
Always
Shouts
food.
out to you, Mark. I'll never forget that pasta. I miss it.
Still in love. I mean, like a guy like that must have died or something, because you gotta hang with bro. Making food from scratch from a garden, who's got the time? Mark. If you're a guy that has a garden and you're making pasta from scratch in it, you got it figured out. Mm-hmm. Yep. You've done all you need to do. And now your life is just growing vegetables in a garden. Wow. That's when you know you've accomplished your goals. Like if I ever have a garden, like, all right, I did something. Like, okay, like he's to the point where, yeah, he feels good about himself. He has a garden. There's a couple things that guys do and it's like, all right, they've moved on, you know, they accomplished the things they need to accomplish in their life. And now they're doing this. It's when they like fix up an old car. If a guy's just fixing up a car, it's just like, God, you're just doing it, man. You're just living. You're living the way you want to live. If a guy has a garden, you're living the way you want to live. Low key kind of coaching like a youth sports team. Just doing what you want to do, bro. Mm-hmm. Hay's in the barn. You put it all out there, bro. Now it's time to live your life. Made a garden. Making food from scratch. What's my thing going to be? Once I'm like, you know what? Yep, that's it for me. What am I going to do? Just Twitch stream like NCAA football 2006. Maybe I'll just eat cinnamon rolls all day. Wait, that cinnamon roll guy on the internet? Yeah. He used to be Who's Buying This Guy? Now he just eats cinnamon rolls all day. Maybe that'll be my thing. That was beautiful. One more.
Headstrong to take on anyone. Wait, is this thing on? My bad, brother. Really love the question this week. Got an answer for you. Sorry I've been MIA as well. I've been, ripping skin grafts off my taint and taping them to my head so that I can have more hair. But anywho, what's the thing my ex did that I actually liked? Leave it to me. Got to get all inappropriate and everything, but it is a little sexual. And she's the only person that's ever done it, and I'm too afraid to ask again. But when we be like hooking up, she just slip a finger up my ass, and I really liked it. And there's rumors about the guys and what's up the ass and everything, and I think I can confirm. That's really it, though. Other than that, she was a total bitch. Also, not that hot. Anyways, don't put this on the podcast. This was just personal. Definitely do not put this on the podcast, please.
Sky. Never happened to me either. Can't teach that. There's never been an instance where that's ever happened. I think it would be a little distracting, honestly. Like, I'm not even that. I got to be locked in, Then you throw that curveball at me. It's going to be a lot of, we got to do a lot of like, zoning, I got to really get in my zone. I don't think it would, unless I offer it up. I have offered it up before. College girl. Can I see it? I was like, you do whatever you want. Got on all fours. She stared down the barrel. Didn't put it in, but wow, she saw it all. Never forget. It's just trying to make her comfortable, you know? That's just what we're trying to do out here. That's what we're trying to do out here, man. Days of the week. Here we go. Today, Thursday, multiple personality day. I think in this day and age, I think my whole life I've had multiple personalities. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but like, you just play a different role around different people, you know? I think you have to kind of navigate it like that. But I was always kind of like, man, should I be the guy that's like always the same guy? Or like, you know, sometimes around like you're not the same person around your mom as you are around your dad, right? Like, you know, it's just like a different vibe. Some people don't deserve to see like certain sides of you. I think that's, you gotta like, you know, protect yourself. But I always thought about that. I'm like, I'm like this guy around these friends, and I'm like this guy around these friends. Like, should I not be that? But I'm like, it's just, dude, you got to know your spot on the team, bro. I don't know. Multiple personality day. Right? Like totally different guy. Like you're hanging out with your girl the whole day. You're hanging out with your homie the whole day. You're like, I mean, there's a little bit of crossover, but come on. Slam the scam day. My God. I mean, we can talk scams all day on this. This is kind of a scam podcast. We're kind of outing the big dogs on this pod. And I can't believe people don't notice when there's a scam. I'm like, you're really doing that? You don't know that that's a scam? It's absolutely insane. Hey, slam the scam day. Chiropractors? That's a scam. Crack your back. Yeah, come see me every Thursday for the rest of the year, and I'll just do the same thing on you. You can't tell me the chiropractors changed your life. It's not even real. Bang Energy. Dubai chocolate. Protein. Like if I saw someone eating protein chips, I'd be like, you really got. You really don't think that's a scam? You can't see through the lines here? Peptides, getting the wool pulled. Girl Scout cookies, scam. St. Jude's Children's Hospital. Please. It's just the way they go about it. Oh, you just paid for all your groceries. Now do you want to donate? Oh, how convenient of you to ask for free money. You want free money. Oh, and the timing is just absolutely a coincidence. Huh. Oh. Yeah, sure. Here's $5. St. Jude Children's Hospital. Out of here. Anything in the middle of the mall. Scam o'clock. The malls are really just all a scam a little bit, aren't they? Damn. There's some stores, though. Some stores are the realest. Bath and Body Works, what? Bath and Body Works may be holding down every single mall in America. I think it's the pillar. Yep, the foundation of every mall just runs through Bath and Body Works. I've never seen a mall without one. They ain't lying. Sometimes I'll just go in there to wash my hands. That's when you know you've been in the mall too much, when you like have little tricks at stores. Like, well, I want to go to the mall, you know, I get a little sample at Auntie Anne's. I'll wash my hands in Bath and Body Works. And I'll try on a bra at Victoria's Secret. Look in the mirror, take pictures, take it off, and pretend like that never happened. Never done that. I've never done that. What a scary place to walk into, Victoria's Secret. The girl greets you at the door. You're like, I gotta Feels so illegal to be in there as a guy. To even look in there, I'm like, oh, whoa. Call the horny police. He looked inside. Friday. Spray tan day. Not doing the spray anymore. Hitting the bulbs. The OG bulbs. Hopping in the air fryer. God, it feels good. Though, just not having to worry about staining sheets. Not having to worry about not evening out your tan. Not having to worry about being blotchy. Not having to worry about staining clothes. Yeah, the bulbs are kind of bad for you, but are they? Guy gets cancer in 2 weeks. What? Saturday. Flapjack day. Stop it, dude. Stop. Who runs the days of the week calendar? Do you think they know that I do this? And they just litter it with food? And they're just getting me. Flapjack day. It's just that there's a difference between a flapjack and a pancake. A flapjack is like, I'm going to be out of commission for a couple hours after I eat this. Flapjack is like, those things are thick. You might not even need more than one. A flapjack is like, this is like an event. Pancakes are like, all right, let's eat pancakes. Then what's the next thing we're doing? Flapjacks are like, I don't know. I haven't thought about what we're doing after this. Like, let's just tackle this. And then what happens. Because flapjacks are, I feel like I have to put on a flannel shirt to eat flapjacks. That thing's soaking up syrup. If your basement's flooded, you could throw a flapjack down there. Flapjacks are essentially eating a ShamWow. With blueberry. Dude, I don't even know how you eat a normal pancake after you eat a blueberry pancake. So there's pancakes on the menu. There's a regular one and a blueberry one, and you're not going to get the blueberry one? What happened? What happened to you as a child? Those chocolate chip ones, though, I mean, that's some late night pancakes. You wake up and eat a chocolate chip pancake? That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Hey, when all the hay's in the barn for me, I've accomplished my goals. You'll know when I wake up at 8:30 a.m. and eat a chocolate chip pancake. Some people are watering their gardens and making pasta from scratch. Some people are building cars, rebuilding engines of old cars. I'll be eating a chocolate chip pancake with that square of butter on top. Sunday, proofreading day. The hardest thing I've ever done in my life, I think, is write a paper and then you got to read the whole thing after. The hardest thing for some reason, I just can't get myself to watch, listen, or reread anything I've ever done. I'm like, God, this is going to kill me. You got to do it. But I mean, performing stand-up for 50 minutes and then watching it back, I mean, it is like, it's one of those things that you really have to like man up. Like I have to give myself a talk in the mirror to do it. Why is it the hardest thing of all time? And especially re-listening to a lot of deep breaths before that. I'll clean a whole entire house. I'll power wash a deck. I'll steam clean the carpets before I re-listen to myself do comedy. I just can't. I'm like, this is going to take all of me. Even like watching watching film from a football game, I couldn't really do that either. In college, they'd be like, "Do you watch the film?" I'd be like, "Absolutely not." God, the last thing I want to see is me running on film. Ew. Change your life, though, if you can get past that. Rereading an email? I guess that's like all we do now. You ever type an email and you're like, like you type it out because you're going to send it. And you're like, I'll just like let this cook and I'll come back to this in like an hour. That's what I'm like. If I have to respond to an email, I'm like, I'm going to type it. And then like, I can't send something like bing bang. You know what I mean? Like they email me. I can't email them back in like the next 2 minutes. It's just too soon. I'm like, I got to think of some, like, I know I'm missing something. If I answer in 2 minutes, I'm going to forget 4 things. So I just like, I let it hang for like, like an hour. And then I'm like, oh yeah, this thing, I want to say that. This thing, I want to say that. But like you type out that reply and then you look at it a day later and you're like, did I write that? I was going to send that? Oh my God. Think about how many typos. And like, that's another thing I want to ask God when I get to heaven. How many times did I send an email that had like a completely weird line in it that I didn't see? Because I didn't proofread it. How many typos did I just send out there and just like nobody told me and I didn't even see it? Never forget, man. Or like you send an email, it pisses me off. This makes me so mad. You send a reply back on an email. And like you copy and pasted something into your reply and it all looks good on your end. You're like, okay, perfect. Boom, send. And then it sends and you look through the email thread and like all your formatting is off. Like one of the lines of your email, the text is like gray. You're like, what? Like it's so dead obvious that you like copy and pasted something from like a future email. It doesn't even matter. But I'm like, why is this so embarrassing? Like, yo, can we get the formatting down a little bit? Like, what? Ew. There's like a gray, like, shadow behind one of the lines of my email. I'm like, oh my God, I'm a fraud, dude. I'm a scam. Like, why wouldn't Gmail just like, yo, we'll make it all one color? It's just one of the font's bigger on one of the, ugh. Did a 7th grader write this email? Coach P quote of the week. What do we got, man? Three keywords to success. Do it anyway. Do it anyway. This, that, I can't because it happened to me today. I was like, I got to record this podcast before a certain time, and I don't have time to get on the Stairmaster. I don't have time. It takes 10 minutes. It's going to throw everything up. I was just like, just do it anyway. Did it anyway. Listened to my set from the night before on the Stairmaster, and I prayed. Just 10 minutes, man. Do it anyway. Do it anyway. No complaints. No excuses. It's the only way you ever accomplish anything. True. All right, y'all. Love you. Love the voice messages. Hey, love the honesty. Love the vulnerability of the fam. Shorty that didn't even have a story, but just said, have a nice day. Real ones. Love you guys for real. See you next week. Gonna cry.